Hello everyone, welcome to Cambridge Primary Science Stage 5, Chapter number 2, Life Cycle of a Flowering Plant. Today our topic for discussion, the parts of a flower. Flowers have four main parts of the whorls, we can say that. The first one is the sepal, the second one is the petal, the third one is the stamen, the fourth one is the pistil. So pedicel, this is stalk, pedicel which are of green color, and this is the receptacle. And this is the broader part. Here you can see that of the green color, and these are also the parts, but all other parts are arranged in a four whorls as we have discussed: the sepal, petal, stamen and the pistil. Okay, so sepal, it is a leaf like and it grow at the base of the petal. These are the petals, and the petals are the brightly colored that are attracted by most of the insects that help to spread the pollen. So the petals are mostly attracted by the insects because they are very brightly colored. And the next third part is the stamen, which consists of the anther and the filament. Stamen consists of a long stalk. This is a long stalk, you can see that. It is called as a filament, and this consists of the swollen head that is called as an anther. And this anther, it consists of the various numerous small pollens, which are the male reproductive cells. And this is the stamen, and the fourth main part is the pistil, or we can say that the carpel, and it includes the stigma, style and the ovary. So pistil consists of a sticky structure. This here in the center of the flower you can see that this is a stigma. It consists of the sticky structure, that is pistil consists of a sticky structure that is called as a stigma, and that attached to a long tube like structure that is called as a style, and style ends in a swollen part that is called as an ovary, and ovary consists of the female reproductive cells which is called as an ovule, and the anther consists of the male reproductive cell that called as a pollen, and that is small pollens inside it, and that consists of a female reproductive cells ovary that is called as an ovule. And the process of pollen that from the anther joined to the ovules of the ovary with the ovules of the ovary, that is called as a fertilization. When the pollen from the anther of the stamen joins with the ovules present in the ovary, it is called as a fertilization, and fertilization forms the seeds inside the ovary. Okay, and the pollen reaches the stigma from the anther, and it began to grow it down to the style in order to reach the ovary. And ovary, what is ovary? It is the base of the pistil. It holds the ovules, and the ovules are the flower eggs located inside the ovary, and it is fertilized by the pollen grown in a form of a seed, and it forms the fruit plant. And whenever you eat the fruit, you will see that there is a seed inside it. How the seed form? When the pollen reach the stigma, it began growing down style in order to reach the ovary, and when the pollen from the anther of the stigma join with the ovule present in the ovary, there is a fertilization, and fertilization form the seeds inside the ovary, and which form the fruit plant. Okay, so in this page you can see that the definition of all these parts, that like what do you mean by sepal? That is the little green leaves that protect the flower bud. The petals, the brightly colored that attract the insects to the flower. What do you mean by that female part, the stigma, style and ovary? The stigma is the female part of the flower that receives the pollen at the pollination, and that is the ovary, the female part of the flower that contains the eggs. Okay, and carpel, that is carpel or the pistil is one and the same thing. That is the female part of the flower that contains the tiny eggs inside an ovary. Its tip is called the stigma. So you have seen that in the female part, the carpel or the stigma, style, ovary, they have all said in their definition the female part of the flower, right, starts with that. And in the stamen you can see that is like the male part of the flower, which makes the powder called the pollen in its tip called the anther. It's easy to remember, and so these are the definitions you can learn and you can explain, and mostly these come in your exam. Why are some flowers dark reddish brown with a scent like a rotting meat? Some of these flowers are pollinated by the flies. Okay, so some flowers are of this color, reddish brown with a scent like a rotting meat, so that it can attract more and more insects, and that insects help to spread the pollen. Okay, the flies are attracted by this color which looks like a dried blood, and by the rotting meat smell all the flies are attracted, and which help to spread the pollen. Common misunderstandings and misconception. Students think that the flowers have all the flowers have all the 4 main parts. No. Flowers that have all the 4 parts are called the complete flowers, but some flowers will be missing one or more part. It is not necessary that all the flowers have 4 main parts. So example, many flowers in the lily family don't have the sepals. Okay, the sepal, the leaf-like grow at the base of the petal. I told you that is the sepal, but some in the lily family don't have the sepals. So others such as papayas and maize only have the male parts or the female parts in their flower, but not the both. Only one part is there. So these flowers are said to be imperfect. So perfect flowers have both the male and the female parts, and the flower which have one part missing, they are called as an imperfect flowers. Name the parts of the flower that are what make the pollen? That is anthers. That is the stamen and the anther and the filament inside the stamen. And what make the pollen? That is anthers make the pollen. Protect the flower bird? Sepals that protect the flower bird. We have already discussed on the parts of flower that which part protect the flower bird? That is sepals. And which contains the egg? That is ovary. And what is attracted by the insects and the bird? That is petals, because they are beautifully colored and the fragrance. So it attracts the insects and the birds. Which part of the flower do you think makes the scent? Petals. We dry the scented petals, such as the rose petals is an example, that makes the scent. Flower petals are of a different colors. Investigate it to find out which color is most common. Okay. You have to look at the lot of flowers and you have to count and record the number of flowers of each color you have seen, and you have to investigate that which color is most common, and you have to record that result in your table or in your bar chart. That's the investigation. You can do it on your own. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.